this is making me think of a related topic that I think it's quite powerful. Like it took me a bit to grasp really. It's the agenda.
Okay.
Yeah, could you tell us? I know you use that a lot in the workshops, or we work on with the agenda or on the agenda in the workshops.
Yeah.
Could you tell us what you mean by when someone has an agenda in their life and it's like this thing that they're pursuing? It's
Right.
related, I think, to to what we're
Oh
just.
yeah. 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 Absolutely. So basically, an agenda starting, and it's cool that you have Spanish listeners because agenda is gonna. Well, it's probably pretty close. What is agenda in
Yeah,
Spanish?
agenda.
Oh
It's
yeah. Well, okay. Damn it. It's real
yeah,
close.
yeah,
It's the word agenda, agenda, whatever.
yeah.
So the word is pointing at something. So then you start wondering, well, what am I pointing at? If I've got a word that I'm pointing at something, it's not the sound agenda. And it is something in your experience right now, perhaps, likely most people have an agenda and what they're up to. And it's the stuff in your experience that it's sort of a label for the dynamic that seems to occur when people have something that say, I have something that's wrong about me. It's what I do to try to resolve that problem. Like maybe, just maybe, I might have I feel an emptiness in my chest and a loneliness that doesn't go away. So I try to get women to like me to try to fill the gap in my soul, so to speak, right?
Hmm.
And so no matter what woman I get, and I get a woman, maybe, right? Just hypothetical.
Very
And
good.
then I get the woman, she comes close to me, and then I'm like, you're too close. I freak out and run away. And then there's this like never ending loop of trying to get somebody to come close, but it never works. So then I have to run and on it goes. This is an example of like an aspect of my agenda, what I'm up to trying to resolve myself. And it never works, you see, but
You're
it's
not addressing the core issue.
right. Yeah. And so an agenda, that's what we call that dynamic. You see, now it's not just about women, but it's about whatever the human being does to try to resolve something that's an issue in them. And it tends to be cyclical. Like it just does, they're always up to that,
Hmm.
or somebody might feel, you know, I need to make a lot of money, but they make a certain amount of money, but it's never enough. So they have to make more money, and they never ends because of the core thing. Now, I'm also totally in favor of making money if you want to make money. I'm just saying it's the agenda is that aspect, or it could be about something else. So it could
Yeah.
be about women or money. It's like, I need to obtain something out there to fix me. And it's that attempt.
And how do what's coming to mind is how do ideals relate to the agenda and and I think I guess the real question is like what's the implications or in our everyday lives of the agenda, because I remember when I was in the workshops, I had the idea of the agenda and I could see how I would do certain things to resolve something inside that didn't feel well, to put it that way.
Yeah.
But then I started to realize that what you refer to as the agenda really has like a huge implication on it's like it's really everything we do almost, right? Or that's how I got it usually, right? It's usually almost everything we do because or the decisions that we make in life because we feel a certain way or we're trying to remedy something or.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's everything we do. But perhaps, an agenda that has run amok for many, many years, like somebody's whole life could be channeled in this way. Um, but the real, so there is I want to have an openness to, okay, there is stuff you do that's not agenda driven,
Okay, yes, yeah.
so be open to that. It's not all that as far as I can tell. And then, but the real life implications are the main implication is if I am being run and driven as if by an agenda or something I'm trying to resolve, I am not free.
Okay.
I am driven. I can't do any, like, I have to do that automatically. I go down this road. And if you look, it's not a happy road. And so we're, yeah.
What do you mean by free in this case?
Like, I don't know, like if I have to touch my face
Mm-hmm.
all day, like this is what I'm doing. You say, Brendan, reach for the milk. And maybe I'm touching with two hands because you're like, well, just use your left hand. Okay. I can't grab milk now. Why? Because I'm busy doing something else. See, so I'm stuck.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to do this. You're right. I'm stuck. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm trying to fix something that's broken in me. So now I'm stuck and I'm broken and I'm trying to fix it. And I can't do all this stuff. And I'm not happy.
Oh my God, it sounds so bad. It's like everything at once, all wrong, and
Right.
I mean not wrong, but yeah.
It's in a disempower. There's nothing wrong with having an agenda, right? Because we look at it existentially, but it means I cannot have certain skills. I can't do certain things. I can't feel a certain happiness with myself. All of these things come together, and so we're in the direction of more free. So freedom might be like, oh, I don't need to do that anymore. Great. I can grab milk. I can go build things now. I can, you name it. Oh, wow. All these new possibilities are opening up because I'm not driven, and my mind is clear. I don't have to think about my hand touching my face. And then also fight the fact that I'm doing it. You see, I'm like, oh no, I got to fight myself. Oh, I don't have to fight myself anymore as a possibility, you see. And that's freedom, that's power, that's enlivening, that's vitality, that's new capacities and new openness, perhaps. See.
Yeah. So like stripping away the limitedness of
right. Yeah. Less limitation.
Focus on one thing because you believe you have to do that thing in order to be okay, or in order to be, I don't know, right.
Yeah. Yeah. And so people are often very busy doing that, not knowing the consequences in a certain sense.